Hello, my name is Christopher Gunawitchett, and I will be presenting an informative brief on the importance of safety and regulations when handling fuel. Alright, so to get right into it, recently in April of 2026, a fuel tanker exploded near the Panama Canal, creating a massive fireball that had actually killed one person and injured several others. The devastating incident of the explosion damaged multiple fuel trucks carrying thousands of gallons and was strong enough to shut down a major bridge, while engineers had to check for structural damage. Right now, the exact cause is still under investigation, but incidents like these are often linked to things like improper handling or failures in safety procedures around fuel vapors. And that's the key point. Fuel is extremely volatile, and when safety measures aren't followed, things can go bad very quickly. So today, I'm going to talk about the importance of safety and regulations when it comes to fuel handling, what that involves, why it matters, and how those rules help prevent situations like that. So with fuel handling includes storing fuel, testing it, transporting it, and making sure it is delivered safely. In environments like aviation or the military, fuel is constantly being moved through pipelines, tanker trucks, and storage systems. And my job, we're responsible for making sure that fuel is clean, uncontaminated, and safe to use at every stage. That includes sampling, testing, and monitoring all the equipment. Because if fuel becomes contaminated or improperly handled, it doesn't just affect the fuel itself, it can damage the equipment, it can impact missions, and worse, it can put lives at risk. So even though it might seem routine, every step in the process has to be done correctly. See, safety is critical because fuel is highly flammable and dangerous, even when it's not actively burning. Fuel vapors can ignite under the right conditions, meaning you don't even need direct contact with liquid fuel for something to go wrong. There are also health risks from exposure and environment risks if fuel leaks or spills into the ground or water. According to the National Fire Protection Association, flammable liquids are a major cause of industrial fires, which shows how common and dangerous these situations can be. That's why procedures like grounding your equipment, bonding transfers, wearing your protective gear, and constantly checking for leaks is so important. These aren't just extra steps along the way. They're what prevent small mistakes that turn into major incidents like discussed before. And to show how serious this can get, there was another incident in 2025 where a fuel tanker explosion in Nigeria killed over 100 people. In that situation, fuel had spilled, people gathered near the site, the vapors ignited, causing a massive explosion. That incident shows how dangerous fuel vapors are and how quickly a situation can escalate when proper safety and control measures aren't set in place. Even though it's a different environment, the core issue is the same. Fuel handling without proper safety awareness can have severe consequences, and this reinforces why strict procedures and training matter no matter where you are. That's where regulation comes in. Organizations like OSHA and the Department of Defense have strict guidelines on how fuel should be stored, tested, and transported. These regulations are designed to reduce human error and make sure everything is done safely and consistently. For example, fuel must be tested before use, equipment has to be regularly inspected, and specific procedures must be followed during transfers. According to OSHA, proper handling and storage of flammable liquid significantly reduces workplace accidents. So, these regulations aren't just rules, they're based on lessons learned from real incidents like the ones we've talked about. So overall, fuel handling involves a lot of risk, which is why safety and regulations are so important. We talked about what fuel handling includes, why it can be dangerous, and how regulation helps prevent these serious incidents. We also looked at real-world examples that show what can happen when those safety measures break down. At the end of the day, fuel is what keeps operations running. But if it's handled wrong, it can shut down everything just as quickly, and worse, it can injure many people along the way. Thank you for your time.